Just call on me to get you just call on me to just call on me just call on me just call on me. Whoa, say the word. Just call on me.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are working on the fridge. We're going to be organizing everything in there. I'm going to be doing it by going to the Dollar Tree, so we're going to make this very budget friendly. I might also stop at Five Below. I don't know if a lot of you guys have that store, but it's almost like a dollar store. So if I don't find everything from the Dollar Tree, I'll stop there and kind of just see if they even have any organization stuff. I haven't been there in a couple years, but we'll see. Anyway, but I thought today would be kind of different because instead of already having all the Dollar Tree stuff, I figured I would take you guys along with me on my entire process starting from scratch so that you guys can see and kind of like tailor it to your own fridge and your own lifestyle of like what will work for you. So let's open up the fridge and get into it.
Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine.
All right, you guys ready for this? Here is my fridge. It is pretty stocked full right now, but it's not organized like really at all. Ta-da! And then we have this drawer that's also just kind of a mess. Okay, so that is our starting point. This is what I do. First of all, I take pictures so that when I go to the store, I know exactly what items I have, kind of like my starting point. Now I'm actually going to write down like what specific items I want organized. This is almost the same process of doing your pantry as well, which if you haven't seen my pantry makeover, it has been holding up perfectly ever since I did it. So I'll link that video up here. I love the pantry. It turned out so good. But anyway, we're gonna do the same thing for the fridge. I have yogurt. I also have a lot of like keto foods that just I eat. So I do wanna have like a separate section for that. I also have like cheese sticks for the boys. I want to do something for lunch meat. One complaint I have about this fridge is the drawers are like very, very, very shallow and there's just the two of them. And so it's like you put not too much in here and these are full. And so I need to have something here, but if I don't, like once I run out of drawer space, this is what it ends up looking like, is like everything's just kind of shoved in there. And when you organize it nice and you set it in there, you know, on the first day that you put it in there, it looks a lot better. But after you start pulling things out and you're in the chaos of mornings and breakfast and dinners and whatever, this is what you get. So you have to have some type of organization that is quick and easy that you just like don't even have to think about. Okay, I do have an egg organizer that is not from Dollar Tree, but I'll link it. I think it's going to be really nice. So I do have that done. So I'm not even gonna write that down. I wanna deal with condiments. My gosh, you guys, if you've been here a long time, you know condiments are like such an issue for me. We don't use all of these. I don't know like why I have so many different jams. I know some of these were from a farmer's market. This one was like a keto one, like all different kinds of things. I don't need this much condiments and I just want to like minimize that. So that's part of what we're going to do today too, is be a little hard on ourselves. We're going to declutter our fridge, take out things that just we don't actually use in here because no reason to store it, spend time and money keeping it cold. Okay, I actually want to have a space for leftovers, which I know is going to change out all the time, but like I want a designated space for it. Okay, I want to have a place for meat. Down here, I know you can't really tell right here, but I actually have Lazy Susans, which kind of have worked, but honestly, all of this is it's just too much. So I want to reorganize that a little bit more. Be able to have room to put our fruits, because I normally have them in the fruit basket, but I would like to keep them in here if I can. Wish me luck. We're gonna head to the store, especially if you have a side-by-side fridge. I would actually measure to make sure that you don't get too large of bins or too wide or deep, but I feel like this is pretty standard and this is not a counter depth fridge, so it goes a little bit deeper. So for that reason, I'm not gonna measure because I just already know, I know the bins at Dollar Tree are not that large. So, all right, let's head out to Dollar Tree, see what they have. Okay, so I just pulled up to Dollar Tree. I have my list and I'll take you guys inside with me and show you what they have. Fingers crossed. They just built this one recently, and so I've only been in here like a handful of times and not to look at the organization, but we'll see. Hopefully they have a lot of good stuff, and this might be the only stop we have to make, but if not, I'll go a little further into town and just check out a different Dollar Tree right next door, and then also the Five Below. So let's go in.
God, never seen a day like this. Finally getting that sun kiss. Bliss. Good God, it feels like there's nothing missing. Filling my cup with some love in the kitchen. Cause I'm so sweet, super sony, over easy. Can't get enough of that good stuff. Gotta soak it up. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh yeah, gotta soak it up. Goodness, coming through. Goodness, coming through. Goodness, coming through. Gotta soak it up. Long week, had a long year too. Getting harder to see, brand new. So I keep on smiling like I do. One look in the mirror and I'm back in the mood. Cause I'm so sweet, super sony, over easy. Can't get enough of that good stuff. Gotta soak it up. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh yeah, gotta soak it up. Goodness, coming through. Goodness, coming through. Goodness, coming through. Gotta soak it up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Okay, today's gonna be a good day. Today, today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day.
Okie dokie, I'm back. I went to 2 Dollar Trees. I did stop at Five Below. There was like nothing, no fridge organization or really any organization. So I did, oh, and then I also ran into Walmart really quick. Now I will say I did overbuy a little bit, I think because I went to the 2 Dollar Trees, but I'm keeping my receipts and returning whatever I'm not gonna use. You know what I mean? I wanted to have everything and then I can return stuff. So I'll have to check my receipts. I think it was definitely under 50. It might've been under 40. That also includes going to Walmart, which I know we're doing Dollar Tree, but these were 97 cents, so they're even cheaper than Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm gonna go through everything that I got. Here's my fridge organization haul. Okay, so I got a bunch of these, which I know might seem like another step, and I've actually never done this. My friend Lynn has done this. She did it years and years ago. Let me just show you. We have all the condiments, you know. But like, they're all different shapes, all different sizes, and if I can just put them into here, it's gonna be so much nicer because one, you'll see exactly how much you have. These are 16 ounce, so I can know like if I'm buying something, like this is 16 ounce, so this should fit in here perfectly. These are really good size. I have like pickles and pepperoni peppers, green olives, things like that. This is also how I'm getting a hold of my condiment issue. When I first moved out many moons ago, I loved cereal. I wanted all the cereals because growing up, it just felt like we didn't have like all the, you know, all the different cereals. So I felt like I really missed out on that. So when I went into my first apartment, I was like, I'm buying the cereal, like just scooping them all into my basket, right? And I learned I need to set limits. Now I've gone like gluten-free, I've gone keto, like I've done all the things. So cereal is not really an issue for me. I have a certain number of cereal containers because it keeps me limited on like, oh, I don't have any empty containers. That means I don't buy a new cereal. I'm gonna do the same with the containers, and I also wanna do the same thing with the condiments. So if I don't have an empty condiment container, I don't get the new condiment, or I figure it out, you know what I mean? This is gonna be for like pickles and green olives, things like that. This I wanna put my leftovers in. I can easily look in the fridge. Oh, I have leftovers. Oh, I don't. I know where they go. My kids will know where they go. It'll be great. Okay, these I was so excited about, and I'm so bummed that I didn't see a larger size of these at either of the Dollar Trees, because online I had seen that they have like a large, like long size of these, and that was like the #1 container that I wanted to find. And Anyway, either way, this is a good size. My plan is to put these down in the bottom drawer and hold things like cheese sticks and those little Baby Bell cheeses, just like little snacks. So I got 4 of those. Okay, then I also got a Lazy Susan. I didn't know they had actual Lazy Susans at Dollar Tree, but literally for I think $1.50, a Lazy Susan. I do have Lazy Susans in there right now, but the ones that I have are massive. They're so big. And I feel like that's the issue, is it just provides room and space for everything to fit on them. And I don't want that area to be like so focused on this. So I want to just have a smaller space for it. These, I was thinking also to put low in that, like the bottom fridge drawer, because they're very nice, like they're long, they're skinny, so you can put a lot of different things in here. So I'm gonna kind of go between like what is gonna work out better. Okay, something else, the thing that I mentioned about like the veggies is that when they don't fit in the drawer, the little tiny crisper drawer, I need something to corral them. So I thought this is perfect. I don't have to decant them or anything. I can just stick them in here. I did want to know, if you go to the Dollar Tree, there are 2 different sizes of these. So there's these ones that have kind of like this rectangle shape, but there's also some that have little squares, and they are like significantly smaller. They fit completely inside of here. So just watch for that. Then just like I got this guy, I also got these. So these ones are taller and a lot smaller though. So this, my thought was to put meats that I'm defrosting in the fridge, or like sausages or whatever I have, like whatever meat I have in the fridge, and then I have lunch meat, because typically have like lunch meat and cheese all in the same drawer and it just kind of gets wild in there. And so this would be nice, just like pull out all the lunch meat. Then I saw these and I thought these would be so nice for like if you have berries, or if, oh, like even for like hard-boiled eggs. Oh my gosh, that's genius. I'm gonna use that for hard-boiled eggs for sure. Anyway, but they clip onto your fridge shelves, and so they just slide. But I did keep everything white or clear or gold. So it's gonna be like light and airy in there. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the fridge. So my goal is to do all the condiments over here, and then I want to have a little section for pickles, pepperoncinis, things like that in those jars. But I'm letting those kind of like I'm letting those kind of like dry off, soak and dry off. So let's go ahead and dry fit the rest of the containers. Now again, I'm not taking off the labels right now. I want to make sure that I'm actually going to use them. So I think something like this might be nice for things like little snack condiments, and then packets like that as well. Like I said, these are ones that I already had ordered, but they are for storing eggs. We go through a lot of eggs. We have them for breakfast, and then we also have them hard-boiled for snack and lunch, things like that. This I thought is cool because it is at an angle. So you just put the eggs in and then they come out. You can take this whole thing out if you just want to set it out. And then also, because it has a top, you can stack another one on top of it. This is the one that I wanted to keep like leftovers in, so maybe that will fit really nice right there. Okay, this was gonna be like lunch meat. That fits really good there. The only thing is I don't want meat to be up at the very top. I think I'll put this down here. I know one of these I'm gonna put hard-boiled eggs. Okay. This one is a fail, just because my shelves are really thick. And then these I was thinking to have like veggies. Maybe I'll just have veggies down here actually.
When the lights are out and you stumble in the dark, you kept pushing on.
Oh, this kind of actually like holds on to this, so that's cool. Let's start putting things in here and we'll see where we're at.
Everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you.
goes by. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you. Don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me.
I will say I don't usually always have this much cheese, but I got this at Costco and I've been using up the rest of the cheese before I use this. But when my mom was here, she went and grabbed a few different like blocks of cheese, and I guess I had some still in the back that I need to shred up. So for now at least, I am going to put like my blocks of cheese that can either be cut up or shredded. I'm gonna put them up here. And then I have like the shredded cheese, sliced cheese, things like that in there. And then now that this is going to be organized, I'll know exactly what I have so I don't overbuy.
And so remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on Just call on me. Whoa, say the word. Just call on me. Just let me know and I will be. Just call on me. Whoa, say the word. Just let me know and I will be. Just call on me.
I don't even know you know your aim.
Okay, let's decant some condiments and see which ones make the cut.
Longer for every day. I'm into a new phase. See your face in my mind at night, but just in one single way. I never thought I could be the one who's claiming to refrain. You hit me like a bass drum, run it to the rhythm, make me wanna. Oh, you did it from the first time, hit me up the fine line, make me fall in love. Oh, when I'm feeling lonely, in my head you hold me tight. Oh, baby, you hit me like a bass drum, run it to the rhythm, make me wanna. Second turn like this, ain't that absurd? So why do I bother? But nothing can compete with the way it hurts when they say you're a cover. See your face in my mind at night, but just in one single way. I never thought I could be the one who's claiming to refrain. You hit me like a bass drum, run it to the rhythm, make me wanna. Oh, you did it from the first time, hit me up the fine line, make me fall in love. Oh, when I'm feeling lonely, in my head you hold me tight. Oh, baby, you hit me like a bass drum, run it to the rhythm, make me wanna. We're following the guidelines, clinging to the glass to be right in time. The truth comes out in red wine,
I know I haven't used them yet, but I think this is gonna be so nice. So anything else that I want to put in here that I want to get more of these for, I'm just gonna stick in here. So I wanna have like a Caesar, because we always have Caesar dressing. I either might get one for this or I might just keep that. I do happen to have another Italian, so I'm probably just gonna leave this in here and use this up first, but I won't get a second thing for that. And then some things I actually decided I am gonna keep in their containers. So like this is my keto maple syrup. So like I am gonna keep this, but I'll probably keep it somewhere else and I'll just keep it in its own jar so that I can see the macros on that. And then this is just a balsamic glaze. I'll probably just keep this in its own jar right here because it fits just fine. Okay, and then I have like some mustards that I will keep. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change those out or not. And I have like a Dijon mustard.
You told me that it wasn't right. I knew it first that time. And even if I was blind, and all those possibilities really knocked me off my feet, surrounding all my dreams. All I know that was left now, the sun and the stars, now leaving me in the dark, leading me through it all. 'Cause you are the fire left in me.
Okay, I have to say, now that I've actually lived with this for several days, I have been loving the condiments in their own little jars because it's just like streamlined, it's simple, it's not overwhelming when you open the fridge. And I've also really loved this. Again, it just gives you those limits so that you don't surpass them and just, buy an extra pickle or buy whatever, things like that. It kind of forces you to be a little bit more intentional with what you're buying. Now, speaking of being intentional with what I'm buying, I just had kind of like a realization the other day, which I know probably sounds silly because I have lived in this house for about 6 months now, but I've had a hard time figuring out that I need to buy like different amounts of things when I have my kids and when I don't have my kids, because I feel like I just kind of keep my fridge stocked, like, oh, we're out of this, so I buy it. Oh, we're out of this, so I buy it. On the weeks that my kids are not with me, I am not going through the same amount of food. So this is like good and nice when my kids are here, but when they're not, I just don't need that much. And so I'm going to almost have to figure out like 2 different kinds of grocery shopping, one for when they're here and one for when they're not. And I think that that's going to help my fridge as well, but definitely all of this organization is like making a world of difference.
Leaving me in the dark, leading me through it all. 'Cause you are the fire left in me, you lifted me higher.
Okay, it's just about done, but the only thing that I think I want to change is a lot of times I have like food prep, like salad or produce, like things like that. And so obviously that'll help this drawer, like I need to prep some salad, so I have that. But I just don't know that this is actually super functional for leftovers. I like the idea, but I think I might actually put the yogurt down here because I think this might fit better. And then that will kind of alleviate this space up here and we can put either leftovers or food prep.
My heartbeat, taking the fire around me. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me.
Okay, so I did end up moving that out, obviously, and swapping it out, which is why I like to dry fit things. But I always love to have salad prepped in my fridge. Otherwise, I just don't have salad at home, like if it's not already prepped. But I did figure out the best way to prep your salad, and I shared that in, I believe it was last week's video. I'll link it up above right here if you haven't seen it. But I shared some food prep tips and lots of different recipes, and this is how I prep my salad now. I just actually rip the leaves off. I don't cut them, and they will stay good for well over a week. And then I just took another minute and prepped out some grapes that I had to put those in the fridge too. And then that, I think, kind of wrapped it up. And I'll remind you how things were looking before, and I'll show you the beautiful and realistic after. Okay, and then here we are. If you can remember back to when everything was just crammed in here, nothing really had a good spot. There was almost no organization. I mean, I really haven't done like a full organization in my fridge since moving in. I just did like a clean out in the past, but doing really intentional organization in here made the biggest difference. And here is how it's looking now. It's so just almost like inspiring you to cook in here because everything has a place. I love that it actually is realistic. There's lots of areas that can kind of be adjusted as needed. I can always change out what I'm keeping in those veggie bins if I end up not having that amount of veggies one week. I also obviously decanted all of my condiments, which I cannot tell you how happy I am about that. But again, that keeps me stuck to those limits, which I really need and I'm really excited about. And then as you can see, like not everything is Pinterest perfect, but in the end, I think that actually is part of why things work, because sometimes when you make things so Pinterest perfect in every single way, it just doesn't accommodate to real life. And so I wanted it to be pretty and inspiring to cook and organized and all the things, but above all, I wanted it to be something that I can keep up with after grocery trips, when the fridge is full, when the fridge is not stocked. I just kind of want it to be able to move through whatever the week or the days are throwing at us. And I really think that this is going to be the ticket to that, and I'm just so happy with it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the things that they have at Dollar Tree and showing you that you can really do a lot on a low budget. I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'm going to link a video right here on the right side of the screen that I think you're going to love if you haven't seen it yet. Also, make sure you subscribe down below because I have some fun videos planned, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!